All right, all right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Once again, we're here with the Win Nico podcast. I have my boy with me, Mike, on today. What up, Mike? What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Nico? What's going on? We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep doing this. Keep spreading that knowledge as much as we can.
Exactly.
And people out there, keep extending minds.
Exactly, man. Development. Speaking of development, today's topic is comfort versus growth. And as you know, brother, ever since we linked up back in 2015, right? 2015, yes. So we kind of automatically like sync, personal development, growing, business minded. So when we talked about developing and growing, I'm always fascinated, excited to learn and see how I can stretch myself a little bit more just to reach the next level. So what do you got for us tonight, man?
Man, pretty much growth. My whole life has been about growth, to be honest. Even when I didn't think I was doing it, I just like when it gets to a point where I'm comfortable, but it's not within. Like, I'm kind of like a control freak, right? I like being in control. I like just about my life, like things that I can control. And sometimes I get to a point where I try to control things that's out of my control, but then I realize it fast. So by me being so strategic and controlling about my life, so even if when I'm in a situation where I'm comfortable, but it's not what I want in life, I tend to be like, I don't like it here. I don't like it here. So then I tend to seek something else that's gonna force me to be a better version of myself. It's just something in me, and it's not not easy. It's not change. Change is not easy. Like, I've developed a habit to jump into change, but it's not everything. A lot of times it takes a lot of planning and mental, and I have to overcome a lot of mental blockage to really do it. So some people make it seem like, oh, change is easy, just do it. No, change is not easy at all. Change is hard.
Yeah, exactly, because you have to, just like you mentioned, the mental block, the psychological battle that are going on within your head, you have to overcome all that. And that's where having the right attitude, the right mindset about change and uncomfortable situation that will help you in the long run. So first example, because it's about stories. Because if we don't have a story to share to explain exactly what we're talking about, people will be like, oh, what? Okay. So August 2019, I got a call. I got a call from my boss. Hey, buddy. Hey, listen. This is what's going on. We're gonna move you from this position to this position. I'm like, oh snap, because I know it's a challenge. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm about to earn that money, and I kid you not, brother. I got there. I mean, I know what I need to do, but I've never been put in this position, and I have like a timeline to get things in a certain order. And I'm like, all right, how am I gonna do this? From the day I got the call and I started planning, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a challenge. I'm like, oh, I got excited too. But the moment I got into it, I'm like, oh snap, this thing, this is crazy. And every day, I don't think if I was stressed or I was just mentally so focused about, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to get this done. And then I use the result that I provide as my scoreboard. Okay, how am I performing? Because it's always going to be onesies, twosies where you slip up and stuff like that. But one thing about measuring your result is to have a scoreboard. One of my virtual mentor, I could say, he's always mentioning the scoreboard. If you don't have your scoreboard to analyze your work, I mean, how can you know how you perform? How can you measure your success really? Because your scoreboard will tell you how you're doing, And the saying is, you cannot expect something that you don't inspect. You gotta inspect your work. Yeah,
I see what you. Okay, I like that one. I like that one.
Yes, you cannot expect something you don't expect. You not expect your work. Inspect your work. And there's another growth cycle. Maybe we'll get the time to talk about that cycle today. Maybe it'll be another topic. But yes, if you want to go, if a person wants to go, wants to develop mentally, professionally, personally, whatever the case may be, you have to put yourself in the position of struggle. When I say struggle, I mean, you're gonna have to stretch yourself, and the moment you start being complacent, that means you're feeling good. You need to change. Change is needed. That's when you have to start to adapt. And to me, I mean, I like it a lot more so that I don't, because it gets tiring sometimes. Oh man, I'm tired of growing. But hey, life is about growing, man. If you want to evolve, you have to always be growing. So that's my take on growth and comfort. Comfort is good. That's when you want to be lazy. Sometimes we have a lazy time too, but you can't be lazy all the time.
Most of the time, we do be lazy. People, even me, for example, I used to think people just used to if I feel if I'm not doing something, I need to be doing something productive, because if I'm not, I'm falling behind. But a lot of times it's a lot of procrastination, and because like I said, that fighting yourself mentally to really do the things. And a lot of times, and I believe it's going to be like that for a lot of people too. And I'm not going to bullshit or nothing. It's just a lot of times, the things that get done, it gets done when you have no choice but to do it. And a lot of time, and I think that's why most people still procrastinate, it creates better. Now, I would say better. It creates something that forces you to grow. Because I would think I've stressed myself to really do things for a long period of time. I've done it, and it's tiring. But what you say is me, I'm the opposite. You talking about you going to a new position, you excited, you about to, me is, and then when you got there, you's like, oh shoot, this is much. For me, completely different. It's okay, we're going to put, for me, as far as work goes, right? It's I'm not going to lie, I don't like responsibility. I put a lot of responsibility on myself, and I crush them. It takes a long time. Some takes longer, some take shorter. But I don't like it. But it's something I'm working on. Whenever new responsibility is coming, it's just me. I'm just oh, shoot, what if I can't perform it? What if I don't do it? What if I'm not perfect? What if? And then I get put in a position, and I'm stressing, and then I'm this is easy. This is easy. Or I grasp it fast, because it's and that's one of the things with me also that I had to also work on is I would prepare a lot. I take the leap. I do, but sometimes I wait for the perfect opportunity, and it's never perfect. It's never going to be perfect, and I'm still working on that. But I will read. I will seek mentorship. I will all these theories, because there's a lot of theories, and they work if you work it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be looked at as incompetent. And because of that, I seek the highest level of education that I can. It's what are the mistakes you make? What is this? All the possible mistakes. So when I get in there, I could avoid it. But a lot of times it's I don't make much mistakes. I really don't. And I realize that. But I'm able to really do the things. But one thing I realized, every time that I do make mistakes, those are the times where the growth is really noticeable within myself, noticing. Because if you notice something, just know it's big. Because a lot of time you won't notice you're making progress. Because it wasn't until the other day that I realized, oh shoot, there was a time I was making $6 an hour. Yeah. And I didn't realize that, I look at the past 12 years of my life, it's like I have not stayed at the same level because I've prepared and I've executed. I prepared and I've executed. But the time where my stock value, I just wanted to add that. My stock value has done a big jump, like a big, okay, not everybody knows stock, but
big spike.
A big breakout jump is when, boom, I got hit with something and I was forced to get over it. But that's one thing that also helps me like attack mistakes even more, like face the fear that's in me, because I have a lot of fears in me and I overcome them, but it's hard. Like when I fear something, like do what you fear and fear will disappear. And I don't remember who said that, but it's like, it's because I realize every time I feel like I'm retreating, I ask myself, look back in your life. Has life led you down yet? Every time you thought it was over, was it over? Did you overcome it? Did you do better? Did you learn more? And I've learned more doing on the job on anything than anything else. Anything that I've done, and a lot of people find it hard. It's just things that I've just jumped on, did, made mistake, learned throughout the mistake, and then seek the education when it's needed. I feel like it's important to get the basic or even higher education, but don't stress it too much. It's like once you get the basic, just jump. You make a mistake, whew, don't let it kill you. All right, now I need to further my education. Man, that's the thing, man. So growth, to me, is like my best level of growth comes from the biggest uncomfort. So if I had to choose between comfort and progress, of course I'm going to choose progress, but I do understand progress comes with a price, but so does comfort. Everything has interest. If you broke, that has interest. Don't you realize every time you about to come up on something happened, your car break down, your this break down, but you'd be wondering, like, successful people is like, yo, why does all these things just keep happening? Your energy, the momentum. That's why using the gym, for example, when you first start working out, your personal trainer makes you do high volume things, like do 12 reps, 12 to 20 reps, five times a day, because you have to get in there to get that basic in, and then eventually for that set period of time you do it, then boom, you retract back. Now you're feeding off what you worked on. So yeah, that's what I got. I was passing that.
Well, okay, so what, because there are a lot of people out there right now. I mean, when I say right now, there are people that really, not everybody have a great ambition. Not everybody wants to be, that superstar. And some people just want to be like, you know what, man, look, I just want to have a job, you know what I'm saying? Like, get a house, get a family, take care of it, come home, watch TV, relax, and we don't judge these people. I don't judge them. Sometimes I be asking them, like, okay, I be asking myself, like how can I sit, even though I do my binge watching shows sometimes, like it could be like, okay, well, this afternoon is one of those afternoons. I'm gonna watch a show, but doing it every day, where you feel comfortable, just sitting down watching TV like 2-3 hours every day. I can understand it. Sometimes I try to have a good understanding of why do they think this way? Why do they think, or why do they feel like, okay, that's good enough for them? Why not try to progress, do something else?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that?
I've thought about it, but then I've came to understand it. I had to dive deep into it but then I came to understand it. And it comes to this. It's like, life is hard enough, right? And people that are content, there's nothing wrong with that. It's less stressful because you have to understand it comes with a sacrifice. There's a sacrifice in being a go-getter. There's a sacrifice. You sacrifice like friendships, you doing that delayed gratification. But it's like, you look at it, for example, and they say it's a lonely road, right? It's usually a lonely road because most of the time your friends are not going to get on board with you. Mm-hmm. And those are valuable friendships. And you have some, and that's why some marketing companies, some MLMs, I really don't like how they operate, because they tell you if your friends are not on board with what you're doing, delete them, get them out your life and stuff. No, you just have to respect that the way you think and the way that person think is different. You want more in life as far as, okay, you want to be able to travel more. You want to be able to do, put your kids in better school, give them better education. Some people, they're just content with like, okay, I'm taking care of my family. And that's fine. And then that's perfectly fine. But you also have to understand, it's also, and that's speaking on us, it technically is a survival mode mindset. It's like, I don't have enough and I need to have the most possible. So I'm on survival mode. So a lot of time you tend to overlook things of quality. So a lot of time you give up on friendships for accomplishments. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you should always want more for yourself out of life. Yeah. But some people that are content is because they realize, I'm good here and I'm okay. But also, you have to understand, so a lot of these people, that's all they know. And if you look at, some of them have retirement plans, like 401ks and stuff like that. And they might not have a lot of money in the 401ks now, but you look 30 years down the line, they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
And they're learning through the process of life. But the people that are go-getters, they want to learn and navigate more smoothly to life. And then eventually you become in a position where I've worked harder. So now, and we have to take on that role. Now I've worked harder, now I have more. The more you have, the more you have to do, the more you have to provide. Now you have your following, if you get to that level, and you have to take care of them. So these people, they might not be like, I don't want to take care of nobody else. I want to worry about my family. And it doesn't cost that much. And it doesn't help if I need it. But that's what I came to. Like, I don't shame anybody for.
Oh, no way. No way.
Because I know some people do. I'm not saying you, but I know some people do. Me, it's like, they are needed. Eventually, they're going to be those people that you got to teach. Or they're going to be those people that's going to be your customers. Let's say you become really good at investing. This person is content with just where they at. But I say, hey, you could have more, but you don't have to do more. I'll manage this for you. And then you pitch them, like, okay, cool. I could get more investment. And that's just a little chunk of change put to the side. Yeah. It's balanced.
Yeah. And one other thing that I really, that's the one part I don't like about this. So,
okay,
you have this side that is content, but don't complain. Fine, you're content, you're good, you're living your life, you're good, you're happy. Mm-hmm. And you have those that are doing the same thing, but they complaining. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why are you complaining? You're not doing anything. Like, come on, man. You can't complain.
And those are the people you just have to learn to shut out. You could try and help them, but some of them might see the light. But like Frederick Douglass said, it's easier to build strong children than to fix broken men. So they are set in their mindset. A lot of us are. You're setting, just like you saying, we are saying right now, we are setting our mindset. We need more in life. Yeah. And there's people that's probably living with way less. I've traveled enough to realize there's people with way less that are super happy. Going to Cambodia had made open my eyes. Like I knew that, but Cambodia was one of the places I've seen. It's like people were just happy, and this place looked very hard to live in. But nobody seemed to be like moping. They're just living. Yeah. So accomplishment is a way of coping, just like comfort is a way of coping. We just got to understand growth. Not everybody's built for growth. And that's what, not everybody can be a leader. Not everybody can win.
Yes, definitely. Because if everybody could, I don't think the world would be the way it is. Because we need each in every one of them to make the whole system work.
Yep, definitely.
So, yeah.
Balance.
Exactly. Well, that's awesome, man. So to recap real quick, everyone, growth, comfort, depending on your level of ambition, that will determine where you want to be. So you could be content, and that's fine. That's fine. You could be content with what you have right now. And I remember a couple episodes back, and I said, whatever results, whatever life, whatever current situation that you're in right now, it's all because of the decisions that you made in the past. So whatever you're living right now, it's all because of you. So if you're content, hey, that's all good, brother. Hey, that's all good. You happy? That's all that matters. Happiness. On the other side, if you live in if your current situation doesn't please you, well, do something about it. Don't just complain. Do something about it. You know, yeah. And maybe somewhere inside of you, you have that little bit of ambition. Little bit. It doesn't have to be big. You know, it doesn't have to be. If you have a little bit of ambition, you want something better. Well, do something about it. Go for it. You know, seek out mentors. Go learn some skills, whatever the case may be, find out what's going on, what you need to do to get there. So, and that's where growth will happen. And of course, if you're armed with the right information, you will get the right results as long as you apply it, of course. So Mike, thanks again, brother.
I mean, you know, I have to be dramatic with my closing, right?
Exactly. So, what you got, man?
Yeah. So to follow up from what you said, if you ever feel like you want to do something and you don't know where to start, just go 4 rounds. 4 rounds. Just go 4 rounds with uncomfort and see how it feels. 4 rounds. I'm pretty sure you're going to come out on top if you do.
Yeah. And to quote you can't lose if you don't quit.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
All right, man. All right, everybody. Thanks again, Mike. Thanks. Great episode. No Good to have you on board again. Everybody, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Next time, bro.